Welcome to Under the Ancient Oaks, a monthly video series about paganism, polytheism, and living a good life during difficult times. I'm John Beckett, Druid, priest, and writer.
In the Western mystery tradition, fire is one of the four elements, four building blocks of the universe. But in the much older Indo-European tradition, fire is one of the three gateways to the other world. And the campfire is humanity's oldest sacred circle. Well, this month I'm happy to present Jean Pagano, Archdruid of ADF Archdruid, the largest Druid order in the United States. Jean, welcome to Under the Ancient Oaks. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
I'm Jean Pagano. I'm the Archdruid of ADF. I'm been a longtime member of ADF. I'm also Druid grade with Obod, and I'm a third order Druid with the Reformed Druids of North America. I like to feel that I'm part of the global community of Druids.
You certainly represent Druidry in many forms. So, what do we mean when we say Indo-European religion?
The Indo-European religion really spread from the west of Europe in Connacht in Ireland all the way to the Indus River Valley in India. We talk about Indo-Europeans because there's a common Indo-European language that connected all those people in those migrations across the world.
And what is the importance of fire in Indo-European religion? Does it play such a central role?
We find that fire is central in all the religious practices. It is there as part of the cosmos. We really feel that the fire itself is a gateway to our gods. And the fire is used to transmute the offerings that we put into it, into something greater as an offering.
Well, what does fire mean for us as contemporary pagans and druids? How can we incorporate it into our practices?
In ADF, every ritual must have a fire. That is the one thing that we must have. We have three hallows that we have: a well, a tree, and a fire, but the fire is the one thing that we must have. And really, if you think about it, the fire is something that draws people into the center, that draws people into that sacred space. It calls them and holds them there.
Well, we've seen that with campfires, again, throughout history. People instinctively gather in that circle around the fire, looking for its warmth, looking for its protection, and maybe something more.
It really is all of those things, and it is something that seemingly only man can create, except for the wonders of nature when it's made organically.
Very much so.
By the light of the fire and the might of the water, this grove is made whole and holy. This grove is made whole and holy.
Thank you for joining with us at this sacred rite, and may there ever be peace among us. Frigga, we thank you.
Frigga, we thank you.
Shining Ones, may there ever be peace among us. We thank you for your many blessings. Shining Ones, we thank you.
Shining Ones, we thank you.
Good neighbors, may there ever be peace among us. We thank you for your help and wisdom.
I'll be one of the featured guests at this year's Mystic South Conference, July 13th through 15th, at the Crown Plaza Ravinia Hotel in Atlanta, Georgia. Last year's conference was excellent, and I expect this one to be even better. I'll be presenting two workshops. The first is Daily Spiritual Practice for Pagans, a look at the regular things we can do to form, strengthen, and maintain healthy relationships with our deities, our ancestors, our friends and families, and with the wider world. The second is The Shredded Veil, my observations and thoughts around the high strangeness many of us have been experiencing over the past few years. The presentation will be followed by an open discussion where participants can share their recent otherworldly experiences and compare notes as we try to refine our thinking about what's going on. And I'll be leading a ritual, a gathering of ravens, a devotional ritual to the Morrigan. Join us as we honor the Great Queen and as we respond to her call. I talk about all of these things in my book, The Path of Paganism, which is available from Llewellyn, Barnes & Noble, Amazon, or directly from me. And I write 3 times a week on my blog, also called Under the Ancient Oaks, which is part of the Patheos Pagan channel.
Well, Jean, thank you so much for being a part of Under the Ancient Oaks this month. Anything else you'd like to tell us before we leave?
It's always a pleasure to work with you, and I really enjoy Under the Ancient Oaks, and thank you for calling me to your fire.
Thank you for coming. That's all for this month. May the blessings of the gods and ancestors be with you, now and in the days to come.